Okay, I'm in front of the ledge, meet somebody. What's your name?
Greg Byrne.
And how you doing?
Not too bad.
That was pretty good with Steve Murphy last night.
Well, Steve does a tough interview, there's no question there, but you got to be prepared to answer the tough questions.
I like what you said about the toll bridge. The toll that some say is Camille, that was the downfall of Camille, Ontario, was the tolls. And you said, well, so be it. If this has to be, this affects more people than the toll, this NB Power deal. What do you say?
Well, certainly this is one of the most important issues that New Brunswickers will face, NB Power. There's no question. That's why it's important to get all the facts on the table so people can see exactly what they're dealing with, and that's what our intention is.
What do you say, Greg, to all the people that get these advertisements in their mailbox and they know it's from a liberal friend that's making some money off it? You know, they won't read it.
I think it's important not only to have printed materials that outline the facts, but also it's important to have a debate in the legislature like is taking place right now. And it's also important for us to get out and talk to people on one-on-one. So whether it's me on the street talking to somebody like you, or whether it's me going to talk to one of the local groups, and I've been doing a lot of that, as has my colleague Jack here and Donnie Arsenault. I just came from a meeting this morning, for example, in Fredericton. I think we've got to get out there and talk to the people, and I think there's nothing better than having one-on-one conversations and having a chance for people to ask their questions. And we're going to continue to do that. I'm certainly going to be very active out in the community. One
final point, that's it. How can you predict what's going to, I have to prove the same thing, how can you predict what's going to happen in 5 years from now?
Well, you use the best information possible. If you're talking, for example, about the Consumer Price Index, obviously we have figures from the Conference Board of Canada that suggest that it will be around 1.8% for the next 20 years. It's been at that level for the past 15 years. Certainly it's lower than traditional increases by NB Power, but I think what's important is that even if the Consumer Price Index was to rise above that, whether NB Power was sold or not, that challenge would still be there. NB Power would still have to deal with the challenge of a rise in Consumer Price Index, and would obviously have to come forward looking for an increase to make up for that.
I should take a lawyer course to understand what you just said. By the way, you still wearing those boots, your shoes you bought?
I have. I got them. I got them on right now.
Oh, you don't?
Look, and I even have my shoe untied. How bad is that?
So what were they again, those shoes that were different?
They were hiking boots.
Hiking boots?
Yes, and the whole purpose of that, Charles, was that we believe that we're not out of the woods yet with respect to the recession, and we're going to have to do some hiking to get this economy turned around and to climb us out of our fiscal challenge. So,
and speaking of hiking, how's your health?
Good.
Are you hiking a lot?
I am, probably not as much as I should be, but I've sort of fallen off a bit, but I'm going to start to make that up.
Of course, and your health, that's the most important thing here.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Greg.
Okay.